All right. It's working. Is everything working? Testing, testing. 1, 2, 3. Hi. How you doing? How you be? Top to the AB. And a happy almost St. Patrick's Day to you. Tomorrow is actually my birthday, and today is our last day before we have the weekend. So a lot of good stuff happening. Diablo is actually getting ready to launch, so I am extremely excited. But first, I got to do my daily recommended helping people of at least 50 or more. I feel like that's like a requirement nowadays. Like, you know, trying to help everybody fix their issues is one of the things that I actually enjoy doing throughout the day. You know, a lot of the stuff that I do is kind of monotonous, but this right here, it's really, really interesting. Plus, you get really good at troubleshooting technical issues and knowing how to fix certain problems. And like for consoles that I don't even play as much, you still learn, you know, how to troubleshoot certain issues. So I enjoy it a whole lot. But let me actually just open up this chat and we can get started. Wow, that is right there on the keyboard. That's kind of annoying. Okay. Ooh. I mean, added new features. Okay, Chad. I see how you doing. Okay. Alrighty. So the first thing up is Call of Duty has a season 2. I did max out season 1, but I did see a update for season 2 here. Let me grab my headset, which is way over there charging. 1 second here. Okay. There we go. Alrighty. It is also hot. All right, let's do this.
Call of Duty Modern Warfare 2 Season 2 has been in progress, and it's time for the mid-season update. Season 2 Reloaded is here with a new raid, new multiplayer map, new weapon, and the launch of the Shredder skin from Teenage Mutant.
Oh, that's so clean.
Everything is now available, so let's get into what you need to know about Season 2 Reloaded. Unlike Season 1's Autumngrad Episode 1 raid, the second episode will be open to anyone who owns Modern Warfare 2. Previously, you had to earn a raid assignment to get access and have a pre-made squad of 3, but now you can enter a raid and even find teammates with the Find a Party feature. After completing the second raid, you'll unlock the Bad Bunny Operator skin for Captain Price. Multiplayer gets a new map set in the European mountainside. Himmelmat Expo is a new core 6v6 multiplayer map that takes place in a little retreat center. This map will be in featured playlist and in quick play map rotations. With this new map addition to multiplayer, there are 3 more party modes being added: Drop Zone, All or Nothing, and One in the Chamber. Drop Zone has players capturing and holding specific drop zones to earn points. For every 15 seconds the zone is held, a care package holding a kill streak will be dropped in the area. All or Nothing is a mode that equips players with only throwing knives and a pistol with no ammo, with the goal of reaching 20 eliminations before anyone else does. One in the Chamber is basically what the name suggests, where you enter a game with a pistol with only 1 bullet. The twist is you only have to hit your enemy once anywhere on their body to eliminate them. Everyone has 3 lives, and if you do manage to hit your target and eliminate them, you're rewarded 1 extra bullet. If you're a Warzone player, don't forget you get free items in the in-game store, which include a weapon blueprint, calling cards, and more. If you're working on the Path of a Ronin event camo challenges, there are new challenges available that focus on your ability to be deadly with any weapon. Here are a few of the challenges listed. For assault rifles, get 125 elimination by headshot. For battle rifles, get 75 headshots. Submachine guns, get 100 headshots. Light machine guns, 75 headshots.
He's gonna read them all.
Marksman rifles and sniper rifles get 50 headshots. For handguns, get 30 headshots. For melee weapons, get 30 kills from behind. And for launchers, get 40 kills. There's a new weapon called the Tempest Torrent, which is a new marksman rifle. It's a faster rate of fire than the other marksman rifles and has 20 rounds. The Tempest can also use most attachments unlocked for the M4 platform, so you won't feel behind on customization for this weapon if you unlock it. The weapon challenge to unlock the Tempest is to get 25 double kills with marksman rifles, or you can buy it through the store bundle. Of course, there are other store bundles that have come in since the mid-season update, so you can browse and look for yourself to see if there's anything interesting. How do you feel about Modern Warfare 2 Season 2 so far? Did you complete any of your Ronin challenges? Let us know. For more on...
Well, that looks actually pretty interesting. I haven't played Call of Duty since season 1. I did max out the battle tier thing, so it'd be kind of interesting to see exactly what Call of Duty has been doing since. Well, it hasn't been that long. It's been like maybe a couple months. But yeah, Call of Duty season 2 looks pretty good. Looks pretty good. Alrighty, so this one here is Remnant 2 Best Friends trailer. I'm not exactly sure what that is, but let's find out.
Unknown, and I will follow you. Bring back the light where only darkness lies, and we will see it through. In the end, all that remains is our will. Against all odds to survive. Facing the world that's overthrown. You can lead me into paths unknown, and I will follow you. The world in ruins, we've lost everything still. I'll stand by your side. Against all odds, we must survive. Fight through the night, we're monsters.
What just happened? I don't get it. Whoa. What just happened? Did she just get resurrected by her dog? Okay, that was okay. I might be a dog lover, but that was awesome. That helps and won't get in your way. A dog companion accompanied with a heart-touching song. Take my money. Yeah, I was the same way, man. I don't know what happened, but all of a sudden I just lost $70. That looked amazing. Remnant 2, Best Friends. I am so buying that. Wow, that was amazing. Plus, he resurrects you. Like that's like what is that? Like the little helper on what is it? Wow, I just forgot it. Destiny, the shell thingy that resurrects you when you die. That's exactly what the dog is, but he's less condescending. All right, so the next one here is going to be Toxic Crusaders.
Come on, Crusaders, it's cleanup time!
So Ninja Turtles. When I was growing up, that's what they called it. They called it Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. But Toxic Crusaders, okay, I did not know that was a thing, but apparently is available for wishlist on Steam. So if y'all are into that, that is a thing. Alrighty, getting started here. Okay, I'm ready. Let's do this. Okay, so this is advice for most upgradable PC. Oh yeah, I remember this. This is the guy that was talking about upgrading his PC, and he had a lot of different components, and then we started talking to him about it. Well, we gave our opinion. What kind of monitor do you plan on purchasing? Because if you plan on running 1080p or 2K60, then this is fine. Currently running 32-inch 1080p 120 hertz, and it's more than enough. I'll change it when the time comes, but for some better CPU and GPU, that's main purpose of this build, easy upgrades. Yeah, I mean, for what he's trying to get, then yeah, he's fine. He's fine. 1080p 120, yeah, absolutely. My first high-end gaming monitor was actually a 1080p 120 hertz gaming monitor. It was the BG278H, Asus BG278H. Don't ask me why I know these names. It's only worth $200. When I bought it, it was like $700, but it was 1920 by 1080, but it also had a 3D thing at the top. So it also allowed you to have 3D, came with glasses. It was really cool. Now the glasses, did it make your eyes hurt and your head hurt and make you want to vomit? Yeah, of course. But at the time, it was one of like the best monitors that were out there. And I just thought it was so cool. But without further ado here, easy upgrades. Sweet, bro. Sweet, bro. Congrats. Yeah, he's good. 1080p, 120 frames per second with that build. He's fine. Alrighty here. And let's go ahead and go to the next one. Alrighty, so just making sure everything is good. Okay, just making sure my audio isn't tripping or anything. Alrighty, so this is for need help with a PS5 issue. I remember this. So this was the guy who was having problems with his PS5 not showing a picture. And we thought that was a display cable, but that's actually a USB cable. I think I saw it in an email. And so yeah, it's just not showing a picture as of right now. There's no actual sound to this, I don't think. Oh, there is. Hold on. Okay, yeah, I thought I wasn't going crazy. Yeah, there's no actual sound to it. But yeah, so I said, sure, what happens if you plug it into a different input on your TV? Does it work then? It is presenting itself as if it doesn't see an input, so there may be an issue there or a faulty cable. Personally, I would just hook it up literally to anything else to see if it shows a picture. Keep us posted. Are you using an HDMI cable or display cable? I noticed the display cable hanging off the bottom of the monitor, and that's not a normal cable one would see on a television. The cable that's hanging down is just a USB cable, and I have LED lights at the back of the TV, but I don't really use them as they're bright. Oh, okay. Okay. Oh, okay. So we're back to the subject. Were you able to plug in the PS5 into another television? Did it display a picture? All right, that doesn't change anything, bro. I wonder, okay, maybe other people he was talking to other people. Maybe he was seeing other people. This keeps happening when I turn my PS5 on. Any ideas? I put in a different HDMI cable and it does the same thing. Also took the plates off and used an air can to hoover. Yeah. Okay, so no, he's just talking to me. Oh, okay, the cable that's hanging down is just a USB cable. I used the same cable to connect my laptop and it's shown the screen completely fine, no faults. It must be a problem with the PS5, right? Yeah, yeah. Yeah, it's a possibility, but I would seriously suggest plugging your PS5 into another TV to see if you get a picture. If you can't, then take it. Well, put it like this: if you don't have one available, take it to GameStop and see if they can test it for you if they are not busy. Yeah, so that used to be something that you can do. You can actually take it there and they can actually test it for you. But nowadays, I'm not sure, the climate in GameStop is not exactly the best. So, but I mean, it's always nice to at least give them the option to see, because sometimes they may not have a GameStop, but they may have something similar where they can actually go up there and they can test it. They used to do this. There used to be a store. It was called, well, I don't know, it used to be, but it's probably still a store. I think it's called Radio Shack. Yeah, Radio Shack. Radio Shack. Are they still in business? Yeah, they're still in business. Okay, cool. So they haven't been destroyed by the almighty Walmart. So Radio Shack is one of the stores that used to do that. So basically you had like a Radio Shack and you could take it in and they'll help you troubleshoot your tech issues, right? So you have like a cell phone with a dead battery or something like that. They'll kind of walk you through what you may need to get and then sell you the product that you need. So yeah, it basically was Best Buy before Best Buy became Best Buy. So yeah, we'll go with that and see what he says there. Okay, so this is from Stand Up Gamer. When they're cute but hot-tempered. Is that like an easy bake oven? It's a computer, I get that, but it looks like an easy bake oven. It is adorable though. Flared as prototype concept or custom case. It runs too hot with the current internal layout, but a revision is already en route to remedy the heat issues. You can catch the fails here. Oh, he has a whole shtick. Looks like a modern toaster. It almost gets hot enough to do the job. Yeah, that is it is cute. It belongs in the kitchen. I made it funny. Okay, I also can't spell. There we go. Alrighty there. Still, dope build though. Congratulations. Alrighty, this is from Stand Up Gamer again? Oh no, this is the same picture. Okay, so he's basically showing you how it looks like without the toaster part. So basically it's just a mini ITX build that's in that case, but because there's nothing for it to actually ventilate or get air from, it is just overheating. Alrighty, that's pretty sweet though. Nice build, concept at least. What is this? Why is it not showing a picture? Okay, here we go. Legendary Lemonade, like the name. Importing pictures from iPhone to photos on MacBook. Hello everyone, I'm importing my iPhone pictures to the Photos app on my MacBook for the first time. Will my hidden pictures be merged with the rest of my photos, or will they remain delineated in a hidden album like on my iPhone? I don't know. I've never, let me check. That's a good question. I've never hid a photo. Oh yeah, I guess so. Let me see here. Apple, do hidden photos go to other devices? iPhotos, open photo, blah, 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 scroll down. iPhotos, find hidden album. Okay, so tap the scroll settings. Okay, so it looks like it goes to a hidden album. So we'll just let them know, but that's just based on that information. Nobody's ever asked me that before. That's a new one. So I'm glad we actually run into an issue where we haven't actually seen before. So appears there is just a hidden album and it wouldn't be shared. Though I am not 100% positive, as I've never hidden a photo. Here's the thing about hiding photos. They're photos and I can't show them. I can't be out here, okay, let me check these photos, and you're looking at photos that I have and I'm trying to share and unshare and then check on another device. That's a horrible idea. So unfortunately I can't actually test that, but I have a pretty good feeling that it probably wouldn't show to the other devices that you have that are Apple related. So yeah, we'll just go with that and let's see what they say. Okay, this is from Mini Minute. I remember this. My screen flash is just an edge. Is my GPU failing or is it an edge issue? So we were talking about this and we were like, well, yes, it's not normal, but it looks like a hard cut. So I had to ask. So as for the issue, I would say to swap out the HDMI display cable to see if it makes a difference. So he had the picture somewhere. I think he uploaded it later. I tried adding another display port cable and HDMI cable, and the problem is unfortunately still persisting. I also switched to integrated graphics and I'm still having the issue. Okay. It seems that it's an edge issue at this point then. It happens very rarely in Firefox and it doesn't happen randomly. It only happens occasionally when I switch to another tab. Is switching to another tab considered switching to another scene? Actually, what do you mean by scenes? Do you mean windows and tabs and all? When is it normal for that flickering? I apologize. I don't see where I mentioned scene. However, removing all your extensions when adding then adding them back, did that resolve the issue? I'm in this part when you mentioned the scene thing. Well, it's hard to say. Are you referring to the hard cut in the middle there? Because to us, it just looks like he swapped out to a different scene / monitor. Oh, that's what you're referring to. Then here's the issue. Additionally, I tried to remove all my extensions and then added them back one by one, as you said. It seems that uBlock Origin is making this issue a lot worse. It seems that is happens periodically without uBlock Origin, but it happens much more frequently if I have that extension. When I switch to a YouTube tab, the part of the screen with the video flashes for a second. However, it's just that part of the display and not the entire display. So I'd hope that's normal. It seems the screen and the background flashes when I switch to some specific tabs, but I'd assume that's a problem with how the pages are designed and not a problem with my setup, since it only happens with specific tabs. I guess it makes sense for an ad blocker to be causing issues, but I don't know. At least it seems that it's not a hardware issue and it's just an issue with this extension. The only other extension that I have is Session Buddy, and it seems like it works fine. I'll have to test it out more though. Gotcha. Oh, okay. With I'm not going to talk about the whole scene monitor thing because it's too difficult to explain what I was trying to say, so it's not even worth it. He already figured out, where he was having the most problem from. So I'm guessing uBlock Origin is some type of antivirus. uBlock Origin. Okay, yeah. No, it's definitely an antivirus. Okay, gotcha. Well, the hyperlinks that create the videos are being scanned, and the latency is what is more than likely causing the flashes. Well, the flashes in scene, flashes in video. More than likely causing the flashes in video. Well, I'm glad you were able to figure it out. This is a W, by the way. Well, glad you were able to figure it out. All the best, bro. I have you know what? I should probably start saying this. I have a YouTube channel called The Open Forum where we T-shoot issues like this. So if you have a problem in the future, you can reach us there. You know what? I can do that. I know it because I'm not saying the actual channel, and it's not like it's publicity or whatever. And plus I fixed this issue. So we'll see how these go. If I see that they're, being rejected, then I won't do them anymore. I was just, it's like, the people that we help, and we help a lot of people, and we help a lot of people every day. It'll be nice if they knew that we do this all the time, so that if they do have an issue in the future, they can just, come back. Text. Okay, so we'll do it that way. And we'll just add it to our notes. That way we can do it to multiple people and let that be starting to be a thing there. So if we get a W or an assist trophy, we'll go ahead and add that. Alrighty, here, let's go ahead and go to the next one. Need help with PS5 issue. This is a support case. Oh, no, we just worked this. Yeah, we just worked this. Okay, I'm sorry. Oh, that's right. He replied twice, so I see it twice. Never mind. All right, let's go to the next one here. Ending Dragon. Alrighty. Ending Dragon writes, unable to keep a constant connection. Seems to be the only thing in the house not able to. Details inside. Hey there. What's up, homie? I've had a problem over the last week-ish. My internet keeps cutting out shortly after connecting my Series X to the wireless. It's fairly new equipment, less than 2 years old, and it's fine whenever Xbox Series X isn't on or not connected. In the past few days, it's even had a strict moderate NAT issue. Even my phone hotspot now has the same problem of NAT when attempting to connect. Do you guys think it's a console or ISP issue? If you think it could be a console, I can provide more info if needed. More info needed. So we would just plug it in directly to see if it makes a difference and go from there. Also, could you try to reboot your router to see if it helps, as well as update the firmware? That's good. Plugging it in directly isn't an option, unfortunately, due to where the console is compared to the router. Code reboots don't do anything as well. Firmware seems to be up to date. Any other ideas? Yeah, plug it into the router. I understand it's not where you want it to be if you moved it, but this is the only for testing purposes. We need to know what happens when you are connected directly. We can't proceed past this as the options will go in two different directions. If Wi-Fi is choppy but wired is fine, then your signal is weak and you need a range extender or Ethernet or power adapter. If wired is choppy as well as Wi-Fi, then you have a router issue, and since it's not presenting itself to the other devices connected, then it may be an issue with your router settings or the router itself and may need a reset or replacement. Wired has open NAT, so I'm guessing it's got to be range. Well, then you already answered your question. Am I the only person that's talking to him? Yeah. He's not gonna hook it up. So if he's not gonna hook it up wired, you know, okay, yeah, it has an open NAT, but I mean, it doesn't mean that Wi-Fi doesn't have an open NAT. I mean, you only have one NAT. Like, it's not like you have multiple routers here, unless you're doing, you know, twice NAT or something like that. But that's a commercial thing. That's not a residential thing. Wired has open NAT, so I'm guessing it's got to be range. How? Well, okay. Well, is the Xbox the furthest item in your home from the router? I would just use an Ethernet over power adapter and call it a day, since the other devices in your home are fine. This is the only time that I would go ahead and recommend an Ethernet over power adapter. This man is bent on not saying that it's a bad thing. I'm just saying he's heck bent on not moving his Xbox where his router is. If people are like that and they tend to not want to move their equipment, then the best way to handle those situations is to agree with them. and essentially, like in this case here, it's like, okay, cool. So if you don't want to move it, then and you're saying that you don't want to hook it up directly, then we have to go with the Wi-Fi situation. If it's wrong, it's wrong. But I mean, we don't have a choice here. And basically we have to look at range. And if it's range, then you probably just need an Ethernet over power adapter, seeing the fact everything in your house is fine. You don't have a problem with anything else in your house. It's just this. So that's what I would say for this kind of an issue, because he only put us in a corner. So he put us in a corner so we don't have other options to go into. But yeah, I mean, if you're having Wi-Fi connectivity problems and then on top of that, you can't really go wired and nobody else has this problem and you've already rebooted your router and updated the firmware, then yeah, I would go for an Ethernet or power adapter to see if it makes a difference. If it doesn't, then you may have a faulty router, or you may have you may be overutilizing the throughput of your Wi-Fi signal. Edit. We'll say that. Actually, we should probably go ahead and say that. So, and call it a day, since the other devices in your home are fine. If that still has an issue, you know what? I'm not gonna say that, because there's a third option. If it still has an issue, it could also be that your power, like the actual, what are they called? The amps? No, the breakers. It may be on a different breaker. It's a possibility that the place where the router is and the place where his Xbox is may be on a different breaker. So because of that, it may not be able to actually get a good signal connectivity. So there can be a couple of different reasons why Ethernet over power doesn't work, but we'll go ahead and leave it with this. So because I don't want to just give them, say, 2 options when it's really like 4 different options that can cause Ethernet over power adapters to not work. For those of you not aware of what I'm talking about, it is an Ethernet over power adapter. These guys here, they're really great. I had some when they first came out, and they were switched. So like, I'm sorry, not switched, but they were hubs. So you could have more than like one port plugged into them at a time. But nowadays you can have multiple devices plugged into it, and it can handle up to 2 gigabits like this guy here, and have literally 2 devices plugged into it. Like, this is sweet. This is ultra sweet, actually. I may buy that. but yeah, Ethernet over power adapters are great in these kind of situations. Okay. My first 6.8 liter size ITX build, small size with i7-13700F, and RTX 3060 Ti, and 32 gigs of DDR5 and 2 terabyte SSD inside. The case is a Couge MJ6. Wow, that is tiny. He ain't lying. Yo, that is a dope case. I like the LEDs. Okay, this is the coolest thing I've ever seen. And it's tiny and it's portable. What is this? What is it called? Couge MQ6. I just found my new rig because that thing looks like it can fit in a backpack. We are doing a build. I am so buying this. Hold on, let me see how big it is. What are the dimensions? Okay, here we go. So 235 millimeters. Computer, convert 235 millimeters to inches.
235 millimeters is about 9.25 inches.
9.25 inches. So y'all like how I did computer instead of her name. So that's about 9.25 inches. That's not bad. That's a very, very small case. That's like I'm not even gonna show the measurement, but that's a pretty good size. Alexa, I'm sorry. Computer, convert 141 millimeter to inches.
141 millimeters is about 5.55 inches.
It's kind of thick though. So it's about 5 inches. So it's actually a pretty thick guy, but it should be able to fit in most backpacks. So that's a kind of an interesting build. I'd be curious about this guy. Let me hold on. Let me add this to our notes because I may be coming back to this and making a computer build. Speaking of computer builds, I am ready. I am just about ready to show my computer build. So that'll be in a video on the channel here pretty soon. I'm starting to, now that I have a little bit more time to actually make videos, I am starting to start to make more content geared towards making video content and video reviews and product reviews. And also there will be PC builds in there too. So yeah, I'm getting started and getting back into that, trying to get my feet wet with those kind of videos, to be looking to more longer form content instead of the shorts and live streams that we normally do. Alrighty, but I wonder if you had different colors. Stainless steel, no, aluminum for sure. It gotta be light. Okay, but we'll get back to that. So what did he ever? Oh, I never gave him congratulations. Nice build, bro. Happy for ya. Give the man his props. That is a cool build. Ah, he even has the Razer Death Adder V3 Pro, which is this one, or V2 Pro. V2 Pro. The V3 Pro is smaller, very, very small. Alrighty, so this is from Art Soldier. I like the name. Got a graphics glitch I just can't solve, and I'm hoping to find a hero. Oh, I'll be your hero. What? Did he just call me a hero? Oh, you flatter me. It's been a month or so since I started seeing this graphical glitch while playing certain games. I've attempted to figure out how to get rid of it, but haven't had any luck so far. So I'm turning to you guys. I'm down. Primarily, it is these bright pixelated blocks of color that quickly burst in and out of existence, but it also occasionally manifests as a larger pixelated block that takes over the screen until I look a different direction. You can see all of these effects in this video I captured. Sure. Okay, I was just seeing if anybody had replied to him yet. Is there audio? No. Oh man. Do I know what this is? Oh yeah. Yes, I do. This is the makings of a dying graphics card. Typically when you start to see hotspots and blocks in your video content, that usually means that your graphics card is on its way out the door, unfortunately. It's not a good sign, for sure. Okay, this is a long video. Oh no, it's just repeating. Okay. I was like, man, this is he recorded a 5-minute video. Hold on. Okay, but yeah, generally when you see that, it looks like that's what it typically means. I've noticed it in games such as Midnight Suns, Fortnite, The Outer Worlds, but not other games such as Dark and Darker, Stardew, Divinity, or Vampire Survivors. Those games are weaker. It doesn't happen in menus, these title screens, or cutscenes because they are still images. Only during gameplay, though it doesn't impact the UI. It seems to specifically manifest as a result of something to do with the air/sky. In addition, I've not encountered any issues when doing anything else on my PC, be it using a streaming service, YouTube, Netflix, Disney, etc., doing my design work with various Adobe programs or anything else. Adobe would have figured it out. Adobe would have probably done something similar. Because, well, not necessarily, right? Because whenever we're talking about the live play, that actually is going to be memory, and then when we render, it doesn't necessarily mean that it's going to go to graphics card, depending on how you set your bit rate. If you set your bit rate to CBR or VBR 1 pass, then it will go to the GPU. But if you set it to VBR 2 pass, it'll go to the CPU. I've tried adjusting, turning off various graphical settings in the individual games, switching DirectX versions, updating my graphics card drivers. I even did a full fresh reinstall of the graphics card drivers. I'm not a total dummy. Of course not, but I'm far from a tech genius. And thus, at this point, I've pretty much exhausted what solutions my personal knowledge affords me, really hoping someone has some ideas or advice. Thanks in advance. Sure, bro. We love helping people. It's kind of what we do on my YouTube channel. So with this one, it's not good. It's not good. Typically, when you see that, it usually means there is usually means the graphics card is on its way out the door, but maybe it's something else. So let's try this, because it could also be memory, but typically memory kills you. Like memory, if you hit a fault on a memory fault during a game, is usually game over. But graphical will still show artifacts like what he was showing, and still you'll be able to play the game just fine. But maybe it's something else. So let's try this. What CPU do you have? See if it has integrated graphics. If it does, bypass the GPU and plug directly, bypass the GPU and plug your monitor directly into the motherboard to see if the issue resolves itself. Could you list your PC specs? Also, try to remove any overclocks of the CPU, as well as XMP/DOCP overclocks of the memory. So yeah, so we'll kind of go two-parter here, because it seems like he really needs help. So let's go all in. So with this one here, what you would want to do is typically the culprit is usually going to be a faulty graphics card or a graphics card going out on its way out the door. This is what happened to my 1080 Ti. It would show artifacts on screen, and when like you were playing any type of game or anything with moving content that actually utilizes the graphics card to an extent, it would actually show artifacts on the screen, and then it would get to the point where the operating system doesn't detect the driver anymore. So basically, whenever you go into Device Manager, it won't show it. So it would basically be disabled, and it will be disabled because Windows detected an error or fault, and after that is over. So that's typically the what is it called? The 7 steps of grief or guilt or something. That's what it reminds me of. It's like anger, acceptance, so on and so forth. So that's what it reminds me of with this one. But yeah, that's what you would do here. You would basically try to bypass it if you have a CPU with integrated graphics and see if that resolves your issue. If not, go ahead and try to remove the overclocks for CPU and XMP DOCP overclocks, just in case it is a CPU or memory overclock, and then take it from there and then try again. Alrighty, so Arch Soldier, keep us posted, bro. This is gonna be a fun issue. Oh, it was the same video. Okay, just making sure that's not something new. Okay, Adaptive Perfection. Let me get some water here. Oh, There we go. There we go. We got that good drink. Ooh, it's a Mac issue. Yo, we've been having way more Mac issues than normal. Oh yeah, I remember this. This is the guy with the 2 apps that I didn't download because I'm a nut and I should have downloaded it because, well, okay, there's a reason why I didn't download it, because when you go to your app store in order to download apps, it actually shows your information, hence why I didn't do it. But we may be able to get around that. So there's a few different options. So he was on 13.1. We were on 13.1 on our Mac Mini, this guy here. So this guy is also on 13.1. So we had 2 things in common, right? So let's go ahead and get back here. Give me 1 second. All right, let's do this. All right, so I can update this. So basically, he is having an issue with copy paste, right? So basically it is Command C, Command V for copy paste. There's literally a Mac right here. Well, there's 2. So Command C, Command V for copy paste, but he is actually using applications to do his copy paste. So he's using the application Macy and Paste, which allows you to actually pull your copies from your clipboard, like previous copies, and stores history, but he's having issues pasting. He's already turned on all of the permissions that are required in order to make those programs work, but he was still having issues. So the first thing we thought of was the fact that he was on 13.1, because that's an older version. And ours is on the older version too, but that's because we support so many different people. And then we said, okay, well, quick question. If you remove both apps, can you copy paste the normal way using Command C, Command V? Also, version 13.2.1 is out and available. What happens if you upgrade? Does the issue go away on the applications? Just update it to 13.2.1 and still have the same issue. Well, let me see. Let me try something real quick here. Let me jump to our Mac and let me click on the store. And we'll try it this way. Oh, here it is. Let me make sure it's not showing anything crazy. Continue. Not now. Okay, it's not showing anything crazy. Oh, yes, it is. I wasn't ready. Okay, he said, what is it? What was the program? He said Macy, M-A-C-C-Y. Pretty sure it was. Yeah, M-A-C-C-Y. What is he talking about? What was the other one? Paste. Mac. Paste. P-A-S-T-E. They're not from the App Store. Oh, yes, it is. Paste Clipboard Manager. Install. Please don't have me put in my password and stuff. Yep, this is exactly why I didn't switch to the input. It's like I know. I was like, man, this thing is gonna ask for my password, my birthday, my last 4, my social. It's gonna ask for everything. Alrighty, so do that while we wait. Okay, so we downloaded it too. And I think we are good to actually, okay, we can switch now. It's safe. Yeah, it should be safe. Let me just close out a store and we should be good. Alrighty. So this is the application that he was talking about, Paste, right? So it says activation shortcut is Command V. Historic capacity is up for a month and it has iCloud sync as well. And then a launch on startup. So we're just gonna hit done here. Oh, I gotta start a free trial to help him. Hold up. Hold. Unlimited, unlock all features. You know what? Hold on. Let's do something. Let's see if other people are having his issue inside the App Store, because that's where I got it from. Paste. P-A-S-T-E. All right, so let's click on this. Okay, this is okay to switch to. Most people know my name, so it's okay. Alrighty, so we'll just scroll down here. Best app purchase. Okay, well, nobody else is having this problem, it appears. So if we go here, let's look at some of these. See all. Actually, you know what? Can you show me the 1 stars? Or the 2 stars? Nope. Oh, here we go. Works, but not as good as it looks at first. In Safari on GitHub, this file is hidden error. Then I try to drag and drop an image and find in the Finder. It does nothing. I would expect it to just drop a file with the image. Save each clipboard entry. I will never buy any subscription. I just bought this a few months ago based on his fee. You know what? You know what? Is he using the free version or is he using the subscription? That's a good question. So we just downloaded Paste to test on our Mac Mini to recreate your issue and noticed it was a paid membership. Are you on the free trial? Are you on the free trial? Or do you have a membership? Are you on the free trial or do you have a membership? What happens? Did he already say he tried to uninstall and reinstall? Access, but I already have them allowed in those settings, so I don't know what else it could be. Apps full disk access, blah, blah, blah. Make sure the apps, blah, blah, blah. Pressing paste and drag and drop. I incline to do so, setting my Mac since both of these clipboard managers apps have the same issue. Okay. Well, the other one may also be a membership too. Are you on the free trial or do you have a membership? What happens if you uninstall the application and then reinstall? I mean, I'll do a free trial if it means helping one person. Like, I'm down, but at the same time, you know, I got to remind myself not to let it charge me. But I'll do it, you know, if we have to, but we'll see how it goes. Like, I don't really want to, but I'll do it if it means that it helps him. So, you know, it's like how far you want to go to help somebody. And far. The answer is far, but not so much where I'm actually spending money to help people. Like, okay, that's a whole nother level of giving back. I spend time to help people, but giving money and time to help people, I'll do that. But it's like this. If at the end of the day, if it fixes their issue, great. But if it doesn't fix your issue, then you just wasted the money. You see what I'm saying? That's kind of the way it's like, okay, well, where do you draw the line? Because eventually, you know, you can't go that far. Like, you can't build like an $1,000 rig to troubleshoot one issue. Does that make sense? You know, it's like at some point you got to figure out, you know, where you want to draw the line. As you grow, you know, the bigger you become, the easier it is to do recreates and stuff like that. So we'll see what he says here and then kind of go from there. But the membership thing is what worries me the most. Alrighty, group 2 is done. Alrighty, here, let's maximize this because I don't know how I got minimized. Okay, cool. And group 3. None of my controllers will connect. Okay. All right. Well, let me fire up the old Xbox. Let me get ready. Let's see here. Xbox. Let's do this. I have 4 controllers for my Xbox One console. I use each one regularly. As of last night, while a game was installing, none of them were working. All day yesterday, I was able to play just fine, but as I installed a game, Mortal Shell, they all stopped working. They all stopped working? All day yesterday, I was able to play just fine, but I installed a game and they all stopped working. I've tried new batteries. I've tried restarting the console. I've tried reconnecting the controllers, but none of them will function for my console. I need to have them directly plugged into the console for them to connect at all. Okay, so you lost Bluetooth connectivity, but you are still able to connect directly to the console. What's most odd is that I was able to turn the console on using my controller, but from there, it hasn't worked at all. Okay, I'll play. I'll bite. So a few things. 1, Xbox controllers pair to cell phones. Pair one of your controllers to your cell phone, then download an app like Call of Duty Mobile or Fortnite. They're free to see if the controller works. If it does, pair it back to the Xbox to see if the issue is resolved. Xboxes have no way to reset themselves, the actual controller itself on the controller. So one of the better ways you can troubleshoot it is to plug it to something else. And then two, we will, if it does, pair it back to the Xbox to see if the issue is resolved. And then what we can also do is he has the issue is fine when they're wired. Oh, the game he was talking about. What happens? I don't think this has anything to do with it. Okay. I want to repeat this. I don't think the video game has anything to do with the fact that all 4 controllers are not working. I really think that his Bluetooth connectivity or his Bluetooth hardware on his Xbox may have gone out. That's what I think. But I will partake in this just in case, okay? Because it's not like I have the game to prove it. So I can't, without a shadow of a doubt, say that it's not Mortal Shell, right? So we'll do it that way. So what happens when you uninstall Mortal Shell? Does the issue persist? Oh, how is he going to uninstall Mortal Shell? He doesn't have access to it. Okay. He does, Mortal Shell. Does the issue persist? Oh, he can connect wired. What happens when you uninstall Mortal Shell? Does the issue persist? And yeah, we'll go with that, and we'll just leave it with those two. So yeah, basically take one of your controllers and plug it to something. I don't care which controller because they all have the issue. And then also try to uninstall Mortal Shell to see if the issue persists. So we'll try both ways about that. You know, I think it's more so one than it is two, but we'll see what happens after that. Because if his Bluetooth controller works in like Call of Duty Mobile or Fortnite, then that means that his Xbox and his Bluetooth module on his Xbox has failed him. In which case he would try to do a firmware update or a reset, but I think he's already done a reset. Restarting the console, try to reconnect the controller, but none of them. He may have to do a wipe. And if this doesn't work, but we'll go from there. We'll let him know that, and then we'll see what he says. So Alchemic Bird, keep us posted, bro. Or Brodette. Lawrence Stroh. We'll just go Lawrence Stroh. Is this noise okay? Oh, you know we love noises. We're like 10 of 10 for noises, man. We are experts when it comes to noise. I don't think we've missed one yet. I think every single noise issue we've been able to solve. So, okay, let me lock on wood because I'm not trying to jinx myself here, but I'm just saying, we're really good when it comes to noises. Okay, and pause, and that, and roll back. Okay, so that sounds like the rumble feature. And it sounds like the rumble feature is going out. So that sounds like the rumble feature is going out. Should be fine. Does it only happen when the controller is vibrating? Yeah, it should be okay though. It literally just sounds like that. You know, it's not like there's a fan in it or something. So yeah, it sounds like the vibration is basically getting ready to go out. Sometimes when it's been going for a very long time, it can cause a problem, and so that it becomes a little bit more loose, and then you start to hear those sounds. So that's what it's starting to sound like. It just sounds like one of the rumble packs is a bit loose on the controller. Is it okay? Yeah, I don't think it's going to start a fire or hurt anyone. It's annoying, yes. Yeah, that sounds like the rumble feature is going out. Should be fine. Does it only happen when the controller is vibrating? Yeah, just making sure that it only happens when the controller is vibrating. In other words, what I'm getting at is there's a possibility that the motherboard could be going out. And if the motherboard is going out, the vibration feature may happen even when the controller is not using the vibrate feature. In other words, you may turn it off and it may still try to vibrate. You see what I'm saying? So it could be a motherboard issue on the controller itself, but you know, either way, it's basically going to be a hardware issue. So, you know, he knows what his option is after that, you know. Okay, you know, we've already said it 18 times. Okay, let's go ahead and go to the next one here. Nord R1 Nano, cool, quiet, 4.5 liter custom build with wood front. Okay, so Fractal North. That's the first thing I thought of. Fractal North. Call it what it is. It is a Fractal North. Images. I want the people to see Fractal North. This guy. Okay. It's very tiny. I like it. I like the wood finish. It's kind of nice. Oh, yeah. Spoke too soon. It looks like a filing cabinet. It looks like if I open it up, I can get some groceries out of the refrigerator. No, I'm not about to sit here and start going in on this computer case. It looks like there's paper in between. Is there a portfolio in there? Is my paperwork from yesterday stored on my computer here, or is it actually in my computer? Okay, no, I'm done. I'm not that funny when it comes to this, but it's multi-score. Oh, it's still running. Okay, so let's see what his specs are. I mean, his temps look pretty good. I mean, you know, for a filing cabinet, it's not bad. Okay, I'm done. Okay. Dope filing cabinet, bro. Looks like you. Dope filing cabinet, bro. Well, yeah, that's actually really good. And I like his GPU choice. It's very, very small and compact. I didn't mean to press enter. I meant to press exclamation point. Okay, somebody probably said something funnier than me. Let me see. This is the mini version of the last case. As always, beautiful case. This is sick. Would definitely be interested in this case if it ever made a production level. Thanks, glad you like my projects. That would be sick. The match height of the GPU and CPU cooler looks awesome, like it was made to fit this way. Yo, that's actually pretty sweet. I'm not even gonna joke. I like it. And look how close it is to the actual side panel. It looks like it should get really good thermals. Well, I mean, there's no should. It looks like it's getting really good thermals. He's sitting at 49 degrees on the CPU. Like, that's in a Cinebench test, and he's been running for 6 minutes. That's pretty good. You know, say Cinebench in 6 minutes, you should be pretty much close to your maximum utilization. So this guy here is super cool. I'm not sure what kind of processor it is, but whatever processor, oh, it's 11700T, 11 gen. Okay, so yeah, this processor is ice cold. So congrats to him. Alrighty, game crashing from Stunning Cellist. Hello, sometimes last year I purchased a new PC with a 3070 Ti and a 5900X 32 gigs of RAM and a 750 watt PSU. Despite this, my computer still crashes frequently across all titles. I am unsure why it is doing this, as even my old computer, which had terrible specs, never crashed. I have tried reinstalling graphics drivers and even sent it in for Windows repair with zero help, or sent it in for repair with zero help. If anyone knows this is due to something with Windows 11 or my computer, please help. Of course we'll help. It's what we do. It's who we are. Okay, so for this, what error do you see when the game crashes? If you do not have it on hand when the game crashes. Oh, okay. It was crashing in game. Okay, maybe she didn't say that, but we gave her, you know, the default, you know, Windows log system, and then here you can actually search for it. Hi, sorry for the late response. I ran a game with the steps given, and it came up with the following display driver. NVIDIA. This is one of the quick ways to figure out whether or not you have an NVIDIA driver issue. Responding, it has successfully recovered. Only thing is, I've reinstalled my graphics driver plenty of times, as I thought it could have been this before. Well, it is it now. Well, it is this now. So let's try this. What happens if you install an older driver? You can get older drivers from the NVIDIA website. If they try older drivers, I would say at least a month back. At least a month back. When did you start having the issues? Sometime last year I purchased it. At least, okay. So let's say at least 5 months back. At least, we'll say, let's say 6 months back. At least 6 months back, if possible. Yeah, so we want to do this, right? So if we go to NVIDIA, products, GeForce, yeah, no drivers, and manual driver search, and let's say, okay, obviously not laptop GPUs. And she doesn't have a 40 series. I think she has a 30 series. So we'll go 30 series and we'll go 30, 70 Ti, I think is what she said. But if not, it's okay. We just want to do a search for it. I just want to make sure that she can go back that far. Oh, she most definitely can. Okay, so we'll just go back about to like, I would say like January 5th. Obviously not a studio driver, but the game ready driver from like December 8th or something like that. That would help. So yeah, just go back to about maybe, this is March. So okay, maybe 4 months. Just say install the oldest. That's probably months at least. Oh, and just install the oldest. Just download the oldest and test that. Alrighty, so yeah, that's what we would say with that. Let me see if we want to say anything else to that to help her out. Let's see. If anyone knows, and I'm calling it a her because Celeste, the character, is a girl. Here you can search for the timestamp the issue occurred and look for critical errors. When you do this, what do you see? Only thing is, I have reinstalled my graphics driver plenty of times as I thought it could have been this before. Yeah. Just download the oldest driver and test that. Oh, we can also tell them to go ahead and reseat the graphics card. We'll go ahead and say, we'll go ahead and add it. Why not? Also, after you test the oldest driver available, try to reseat the graphics card to see if it makes a difference. There's no point in trying to test with a CPU versus a GPU because the error she got is an NVIDIA error, so it would go away if she's not using an NVIDIA GPU. Does that make sense? So there's no point in telling her to try with a CPU or try to get her specs. There's no point. Her error is NVIDIA. There's no way around it. It literally says NVIDIA. So there we go. So Stunning Celeste, keep us posted. Alrighty, adaptive perfection. Mac Clipboard Manager apps do not. We already talked about this. What's the Macy and paste? So, oh, he replied twice. Okay, so Command C, Command V works fine. That's so weird that 13.2.1 is out. The laptop updated yesterday, so I didn't even think of trying to update it again. Weird. I'll try it. Thanks. Yeah. So 13.2.1, I'm not sure when it came out, but it was pretty recent because because everything in my system crashed because I had to, well, not necessarily crash, but it warns you like you can't keep using certain features until you update the operating system. So that's how I knew. Alrighty here. Group 4, are you alive? Group 4, come back to me. There we go. Alrighty, group 4, let's do this. Okay, so we're back on Xbox. Let me get a swig here. All right, let's go. I'm ready. Rudy Trollbird. 3 Xboxes, 1 problem. Oh, I have 1 solution. I have run into a problem and don't really know how to fix it. Okay, I'm down. The house has 3 Xboxes. I have created a family account where I am primary and my kids are in as children. My question is it possible to make it so any of the games I have purchased can be played on any of the accounts in my group or any of the 3 Xboxes? Does that make sense? Well, of course that makes sense, good sir, but let's keep reading. The problem I am running into is that one of my Xboxes is the home Xboxes and all 3 accounts can play any game on that Xbox. However, on the other 2, my primary account can play any of the games, but with the 2 kid accounts, when they open up a game, there is a prompt that says, you do not own this game. Please open the game with the account that purchased it. I've called Xbox support and they got confused. I can't really find anything online. Anyone know a way to fix it? Yes, this is what we call a family feature. This is why Nintendo Switch came out with the family feature, because you had situations like this where you had more than 1 device in the home and they wanted to make it so that everybody can use the device and use the same application at the same time. So here's the thing about the family features. Xbox, PlayStation, as well as Nintendo, they all have something similar. It's just that their implementations are all different. So it really just kind of depends. So for this one here, we have to look it up. There's no way around it. So let's go ahead and try that out here. So let's see. Xbox family account. You need to create Xbox family settings app. No. That's what I'm talking about. Xbox Game Pass, friends and family. There we go. With Xbox Game Pass Friends and Family, you and up to 4 players can enjoy Game Pass Ultimate for $21.99. Everyone can enjoy hundreds of high-quality games together on console, PC, and cloud. Okay, well, that's only for Game Pass. That's not necessarily... Okay. You can continue using the Xbox Family Settings app to manage your children's gaming activities and screen time and content restrictions and friend requests. All your family group settings will carry over for family group members that you add to your Ultimate plan. Manage family group, how to get started, invite friends, join or sign in. Okay. So it appears that there is one, but it's only for the Game Pass. And for those of you who are not aware, let's fire up our handy dandy Xbox here. So there is 2 different ways to actually get games. There is the Microsoft Store, and then there is the Game Pass. The Game Pass, it basically allows you to download any of these games that you see here. At least I'm pretty sure. It's been a while since we downloaded. So yeah, so you can just download them, or you can play them directly from the actual cloud, but you can actually install these games, like for example, Civilization 6. Only if you want to lose 200 hours of your life. But that's essentially what Game Pass is, right? It's like typically a lot of older games are like that. Now, the store is different. The store is where you would download new games, right? And you would buy new games here. But it doesn't appear that there is going to be an option to actually have a family account for the Microsoft Store. So if we come back here and we go back to here, and let's see just make sure we didn't miss anything here. So that's just Game Pass. Let's make sure Xbox, Microsoft Store, family sharing. We'll go like that. No, that's Game Pass. This might have live. The Xbox Pass Ultimate allows you to share. Yeah, no. How to share Xbox Live Gold? Can family members access the Gold? Yeah. Xbox Family Settings, peace of mind. No. Family Settings app, sharing Microsoft Store purchases with family. That's what we want to know. That's the real question. I certainly assist you with the details. To share games with your family members, you can create Microsoft family groups and share the games. To do this, refer to the article, sharing Windows 10 Store apps with your family. Let us know if you need further assistance. I am blah, blah, blah. To do this, you must create a family group, follow instructions. Microsoft Top if you want to add more details. Okay. My phone. Oh, that was my watch. Okay, so it appears that there is an option. I'm afraid to give them the link because I'm worried that it may not work. In other words, typically when we give links in Reddit posts that we reply to, they get deleted. So I worry about giving links sometimes to people. All settings, your family, allow. Sharing Windows Store. No. They said sharing Windows Store apps, but they did not say games. A little tricky. Windows Store apps. Okay, let's go back to them. So there's a few questions we need to ask. Okay, so there are a few questions. One. Let me think. How do I want to word this? On the Xbox, how are the majority of your games through the Game Pass? If so, the Game Pass has a family option that will allow other members of your family to access those games. If we are talking applications, well, no, we're talking about Xbox though. I don't know if Xbox has that same family sharing option. Let's check just to be on the safe side. That way we're not talking out of our butts. Actually, you know what? Does Microsoft have something similar? Game. Let me click off before I hit. Oh no, I can't. So I see it the way y'all see it. So I want to click on settings, but I'm afraid to. Okay, well, it just shows me. Okay, so you're just going to show me all my information. Okay, that's cool. So it doesn't actually have anything. All right, so that's what we needed to know. So that means that it's going to be located here if it is here. So personalization, online safety, and family. That's like permissions. That's not exactly what we're looking for. Links, family settings. My family, manage family members, protect your account, prevent guest pin, removing profiles is not blocked, console reset is not blocked, signed out access to content not restricted, changing your account settings does not require a pin, manage family members, add a family member. Who do you want to add? Family on the web. Okay, so this is going to be, so this is going. So this is going to be, okay, so this is the family settings that they were talking about. And I'm not sure if that will actually fix it. I think he may have already done something similar, but it's okay for us to ask. And so this will be under account family settings. If we are talking applications, is it configured under settings, account, settings, account, family options? Or are you talking specifically about Microsoft Store games? Because I do not believe those guys can be shared. And I believe that for all of them. I think they're all the exact same way, where the actual store games, like for example, Smash Brothers, very, very good example. Smash Brothers, if and this is one that I know off the top of my head because I've done this before. So Smash Brothers, if you have the digital version of Smash Brothers and you have it on one Switch, and you buy a second Switch, right? You go and you log in with your account and you download the Smash Brothers onto that Switch. The problem with that is these two Switches that you now own that are both yours, you cannot play against each other. So if you had yourself and your little sister and y'all tried to play online, it's not gonna happen. Only one person can be logged into that particular application at that particular moment in time. That's the way the Switch did it. I don't know if it's changed since Smash Brothers launched, but that's what happened. So essentially, if I had the digital copy, my little sister would have the physical copy, and that way we can play together. Now, even if we had the physical copy, she would still have to create her own Smash Brothers account and then get all the characters in order to actually play properly. So she had to have her own account in order for us to both play. We cannot play on the same account. If one is logged in, the other's kicked out. So that's the way the Switch did it. PlayStation and Xbox tend to do something similar. So that's the reason why I'm saying this. So you know, it really kind of depends, but for Game Pass, it does allow the family feature, but if we're talking about new games, I doubt that it's gonna let that happen. And the reason, a big reason is they feel that local co-op is what you really want. You see what I'm saying? Because it's like, okay, well, I mean, if you want to try to go online with you and your friends and your family, then buy 2 games. If you just want to play with your family, then play local co-op. We have local co-op. That option is available. That's the way they've always seen it. So I'm not, trying to put words in their mouth, but that's kind of the gist of it. That's what local co-op was for. That's what Coach co-op was for. It was for those reasons. So because of that, you don't see them allowing this to happen, this to transpire across all systems. Okay, this isn't, this could have been like the Xbox 360, it would have been the same thing. So okay, maybe not. Some people have modded it. So, but at the same time, they just don't want you to have one game and 20 people play it because 20 people live in your house, if that makes sense. Alrighty, so yeah, we'll go with those 3. And yeah, that should be pretty good. And let's see what they say here. Ooh, somebody else was talking. Your Xbox does not need to be your home, as you will always be logged into your account anyway. Make one of the others the home, one problem solved for that one. The other one will have to have you logged in at the same time as the other person for it to work. I only thought you can have one primary, one secondary. This is correct. You can only have one primary, and I think you can have a secondary, but I think it's only one primary for sure. So yeah, it wouldn't work that way. So because he has 3, it's going to be a problem. So that's the reason why. But if he's talking about, if his majority of his games are with the Game Pass, then I would try the family account. And if we're talking about applications, then he can change it on the family options. But if we're talking about new games, it's over. Alrighty, Rudy, keep us posted, bro. That's a good issue. That was a good question. That helped us think and kind of go back to how the whole family settings is working on different consoles. Chicken noodle. I remember this. PS5 HDMI port not working. Okay, cool. So I'll just read until I remember. Oh, I remember it, but I don't remember it verbatim. I had to move my PS5 to another TV. When I did this, I could not connect it to the screen. I tried several other TVs of several brands, HDMI cords and HDMI ports in the TVs. Despite this, I still get the check power source or no connection screen. I tried to put it in safe mode to see if it was a software issue, but I could not even access safe mode. I'll use the warranty if I have to, but if there's a solution, please let a brother know. Alrighty, Mr. Soup. Question: have you tried to plug the PS5 back into its original location? If so, did the issue go away? What kind of cable are you using? Is it HDMI to display or a pure HDMI cable? I did return it to its original location and it still didn't work. How would I know what kind of HDMI cable I have? Okay. Let me actually, oh, I'm in the right. I'm in the full screen mode. So if somebody asks you, like if you say, hey, do you have an HDMI cable or do you have an HDMI to display cable or is it using HDMI to display? Like you specifically say that and they say, how do I have to find out what kind of HDMI cable I have? Then that means they don't know what an HDMI to display cable is. And there's no point in proceeding that question even further. They don't have it. Okay, so you can just let it go. So this person here is just using a regular old fashioned HDMI cable. Alrighty, so I did return it to its original location and it still didn't work. How would I know? Okay, what kind of cable are you using? So he returned it to his original location. He's still having problems, but he can't get a picture. So there's no real way for us to actually look at it. But the only thing that he can really do right now is try a hard reset and see if that actually gets it going. Well, you can try a hard reset. I would provide the link, but that would wipe my reply. I would provide the link, but that would wipe my reply. Well, you can try a hard reset. I would provide the link, but that would wipe my reply. Instead, I would just Google hard reset PS5 and follow the instructions. Also, if you need a quicker reply, we troubleshoot. Oh, no. If you need a quicker reply, copy paste. Or we troubleshoot issues like this. So if you have a problem in the future, you can reach us there. Copy. I'm only doing this because I'm off for the next. What just happened? Trash. That doesn't look right. What did you do? What did you do? That did not come out the way I anticipated. Hold on. Copy. Let's put it in Notepad because apparently whenever I do something in OneNote, it just doesn't like that. Okay, our first time testing canned replies. There we go. Quicker reply. I have a YouTube channel called TheOpenForum where we teach you issues like this. So if you have a problem in the future, you can reach us there. Yeah, so we'll go with that. And I did return it to its original location. It still didn't work. So yeah, more than likely, if you're running out of time though, I would also, you know what? If you are getting outside of the store warranty, I would just return it, by the way, if that is faster. Because if a person, it doesn't sound like he or she may know how to do resets anyway, and that may be difficult for them. So the easiest option may actually be returning it to the store if they're within their 14 days or 30 days or whichever one they're doing these days. They keep changing it. So whichever one he's in, that may be the easiest option. However, if we're talking about an RMA, that's a horrible option because an RMA, you're dealing with them and it's going to take say about a month or so before you get your PS5 back. It really kind of depends on the situation, but it's not good. So yeah, I would try the hard reset first before an RMA, but I would go ahead and return it to the store before the hard reset. There we go. I said it properly. That's exactly what I would do there. It really just depends on the situation that he's in, how much time he has left. I'll use the warranty if I have to. Yeah. If you have a warranty, bro, just use it. Especially if it's like a good warranty where you can just take it back and just get a new one. I just do that. Okay, so this is from RNATO. Can play games on Xbox multiplayer at least. Okay. So very recently, I have been unable to play games on my Xbox, at least ones with a multiplayer aspect. Firstly, all game installations instantly are stopped, but apps are fine. Secondly, games now try to sync data, but don't actually do it, take incredibly long, as I have waited to see if it's synced. And finally, for an example, I tried playing Fortnite with friends and I couldn't load into matches as a message popped up saying I had to change my online multiplayer communication playing settings so I could play with other consoles, computers, even though my settings wasn't blocked in the first place. Okay, it appears that this is a repeat and we worked it before. So we had said, so with this one here, what happens if you plug your Xbox in directly to the router? Does the error go away? Are you able to join a party and play a game? Also, is you Game Pass? Oh, Jesus, Anthony. Oh my God. My English teacher is rolling over in her grave. What is wrong with you? You know better. Is your Game Pass up to date? Is your update good? What? My update's better, thanks. My Xbox is plugged into the router. I can join parties fine, but games won't work. I'm not sure exactly what you mean, but I believe my Game Pass is up to date. Well, Game Pass you need to have Game Pass in order for you to enable online multiplayer is what I'm getting at. Okay, so I'll explain it to him. So, okay, I'm not 100% sure because it's been a while. We've only had the Xbox for a while. Oh, I'm sorry, I broke everything. Hold on one second. Oh, there we go. Did I fix it? No, thanks. That wasn't what I meant to press. I meant to press 11. There we go. And switch. So your Game Pass subscription is needed for the multiplayer. You know what? Don't just say stuff, Anthony. You know, I'm pretty sure it does. Do you need Game Pass? Oh, there it is, to play online. I'm pretty sure. Oh, you don't need Game Pass, just gold. Oh, okay, you need gold. That's what it was. But they changed it. There's no more gold. Xbox Gold membership gone. Recently, Microsoft removed the 12-month Xbox Live Gold membership from Microsoft Store. Customers can still subscribe to the 1 month and 3 month. This may be due to the Xbox Game Pass Ultimate. Microsoft didn't clarify as to why they removed the 12-month option. Yeah. Gold is free to play, but it doesn't. Okay. This is going to take too long for us to hunt that down. I'll look it up. Xbox Gold membership. Xbox Game Pass for online multiplayer 2023. We'll do one more search. Xbox Game Pass released a new update for blah blah blah. Xbox Live Gold multiplayer for everyone. Multiplayer games get access to multiplayer for these great games. Blah blah blah. What blah blah blah? What is blah blah blah? Is Xbox games ready for a digital age? Blah blah blah. Coming to Xbox. Yeah, I had a feeling this was gonna be a problem. I used to run into this a lot. So okay, I get that I have an abundance of okay, so in the situations that I have been in throughout all the troubleshooting, all the 20 years or whatever that I've been in troubleshooting tech, I've always had an abundance of labs. So I've always had all the gear that I needed, right? But I would run into these situations and they would be the hardest problems. Never mind all these hard technical issues, or if somebody's talking about NAT or BGP or routing or video games or consoles or you know, problems with their home router or network connectivity. None of that's the hardest issue. The hardest issue are people who have problems with things you already have and you've never went without. So for example, I've always had licenses. Always. So because of that, I don't know what it's like to not have one. So I don't know what features are enabled because most people would have licenses. You see what I'm saying? Because most people who have Xboxes use the online multiplayer. So in that case, people who don't have the online multiplayer runs into issues, but you don't know how to troubleshoot it because you've never had it. You see what I'm saying? You've always had that. You've always had that feature enabled. And this goes residential and business. And so, you know, you may work for a company, and because you work for a company, they give you access to everything. They give you access to all the licenses and stuff like that. And then you run into a customer who doesn't have those particular licenses, and they're having a problem that is caused by the fact that they don't have those particular licenses, but you don't know for sure because you've never not had it. You see what I'm saying? Those are the nastiest issues. So if you ever want to get into tech and you're just trying to learn how to, you know, like good issues, bad issues, I would say from all the 20 years and all that stuff that's gone in the past from me is that one of the things that you should do is to try troubleshooting issues without all the gear that they give you. So all the gear, all the help, troubleshooting it without those things, because you may run into customers who don't have those things, and you want to at least know how to troubleshoot it, because it will always come to bite you in the butt. I guarantee you at some point in time in your career, it will come and bite you in the butt. And it doesn't have to be tech. It's just anything that you may have to support, and you may have to support it, and you've always had it. So you don't know what it's like when you don't have it. You don't know the issues that they run into. So you're just like, okay, well, I don't know exactly what to say to you because I don't have that particular license problem. You see what I'm saying? Because I've never had it. So, and it's not to, like, you know, try to throw money at the screen or nothing like that. It's not that kind of an issue. It's a support thing, because they want to give you all the features that you need in order to do your job. So because of that, you don't know what it's like to not have those features to do your job. So because of that, you can't answer those questions. You see what I'm saying? So just be on the lookout for that. That's probably, of all the issues that I've ever troubleshot in my life, and I've done millions, I would say those are probably the worst, because you feel bad because you don't know what to say, right? Because when you're in that situation, it's like, okay, well, what do you say to the customer? You're just like, okay, well, I'm sorry, you need to get this license and this license. Well, you know, we're a small mom and pop shop. We can't afford those licenses. Can you help us? You see what I'm saying? So now you can't really say that. You know, now you feel like you're in a really bad, tough spot because you don't know what it's like to not have them. So it's like, okay, well, okay, what happens if you turn off your licenses? Well, you can't. They're already installed on your system. So you now have to build one without the license in order to test their issue, but then you may not be able to recreate their issue, and it becomes a whole mess. So just be warned, whenever you start, if you decide to get in the support field or support for anything, try without first, and then get all of the features and access and all that kind of stuff that they give you, and then troubleshoot issues, because those will come back to bite you, because you'll run into those situations a lot. And I felt really bad because you want to help people. Like, that's the whole reason why we do what we do, right? We want to help people, but you know, sometimes you get in those situations where, you know, they are running into a situation where you've never seen before because you've never had it. Like, you've never had it ever, like ever, because you've never been without something. So yeah, just bear that in mind. Okay, I think we went off. So let's get back on topic. Okay, so we were talking about if you're getting outside the store warranty, I would just return it. Yeah, that's us looking out for our homie there. So your Game Pass subscription is needed for, oh, okay. So your Game Pass subscription should be needed for multiplayer. I only say this because gold was removed, but not 100% on this. But in any event, so he's unable to play with his friends on Fortnite, and he's having communication issues. My online multiplayer communication playing settings. Oh, I remember this. So in Xbox, let me power on my controller again. There are a whole lot of good networking options. So if we go to general network settings, yeah, you can. So basically, you can test the network speed and statistics, and the test multiplayer connection, and the bandwidth usage, and the advanced settings. But typically we want to test the multiplayer connection and the network speed and statistics, and we want him to give us the results. That's what it is. So where were we at? It was settings, general, network settings. All right, let's do this. So also could you go to settings? network settings, general network settings, and run tests of the, was it multiplayer player connection, as well as, what was the other one? It was network settings, it was multiplayer connection, as well as network speed and statistics, network speed and statistics, and let us know the results. He's hardwired, but I'm curious to see what his answer is. I think at one point in time, we've actually run that test before, but I'm a little afraid that it may actually show my public IP address. So that's the reason why I didn't run the test, in order to see exactly what it would say. But we can compare, right? So we'll see what he says and then kind of go from there. Multiplayer connection, as well as network speed and statistics, and let us know the results. Yeah, so we'll go with that. You know, it's kind of hard to say because, you know, we don't have this part of it. For the whole X Game Pass subscription / Xbox Gold and what happened with that. I remember watching the video, right, where they were talking about it, and they were like, okay, well, the Xbox Gold Pass has been removed and now it's been replaced with Ultimate and all these new tiers, but they never really mentioned whether or not online multiplayer has been removed and it's free for everyone, or if it's only a part of the smallest version of the Game Pass. Like, I don't know. So, and on top of that, it's kind of hard to hunt it down. So because of that, we'll just go ahead and say it like this. Alrighty, so let's go ahead and go to the next one here. Disciple 144 writes, graphics cards not detected. Ooh, he has a Strix 4090. Boy, okay, look here. I'm sorry, but if I have a 4090 and it's not detected, I'm throwing stuff. I'm hurting somebody. We fighting, because if I lose $2,000 and it's not working, we got a problem. You hear me? Like, I'm surprised he's all nice and happy about it, because I'd be upset. I'd be like, look here. I paid $2,000 for this graphics card and it's not working. I need somebody to help me right now. I have a Strix 4090 and it doesn't show up in the display adapter settings in device manager. That's not good. I think it's showing up as an unknown device. What do I do about this? Well, okay, it's not really not that good. Okay. Story time. Okay, so when I was building my new rig, which the video will probably be out sometime next week, but when I was building my new rig, because of the fact that my ITX motherboard died on me, it went DOA right during the stream too. Like, that was bad. But yeah, when my my ITX board died, I wanted to basically make it so that my 4090, because the 4090 that I have, do I still have it in here? So the 4090, it has, I think I may have it over here. Sorry, checking drawers. Yeah. So it has breakout cables, right? So, man, that eye focus is serious. So it has breakout cables, right? So the Gigabyte 4090 has 4. So instead of it being 2, it's 4 as a breakout cable, and some have 3. So the Asus Strix that he has, the 4090, I'm not sure if it has 3 or 4, but some of them have 4 breakout cables. And what I found out is if you, and this is what was so crazy about it, is I bought this from Gigabyte. So I went and bought a different coupler that was all black, right? Because the other one, it broke off into four, but the problem was it was super short, right? So in the actual case, you would actually see the break off of the 4 cables, the 4 PCIe ports. So you would see it actually break out. And because of that, it looked very, very tacky. So I wanted to get a longer cable. So I ordered it. No, I'm sorry, not from Gigabyte, from Corsair, because it was a Corsair power supply, right? So I ordered it from Corsair and it didn't even power on. So if you run into problems with the 4090, you have to be very, very careful about this. If it's like a breakout from 1 to 4, and that's what came in the box, that's exactly what it wants. Because if you switch it from 1 to 2, it could be a problem. So you have to be very, very careful. This person here may have swapped out this cable for something else. Okay, let me put that back so we don't lose it. We need our props. All right, so for this one, it's possible that, well, okay, for this one, did you perchance swap out the 12-pin GPU breakout cable with another one. Typically, 4090s tend to struggle when they are not using the 12 pin, I know it's called BPHR cable that came with the box, unless it is a perfect match. So we'll go with that first, right? And then the second thing we want to say is it doesn't show the display adapters. What happens, well, what kind of motherboard do you have? What kind of motherboard do you have? What happens if you move the GPU to another PCIe slot? Does it show up then? Also, one more thing. Also, be sure to update your BIOS just in case that is the problem. Hold on. How the hell does he know that? How does he know that he doesn't have the graphics card in device manager? He wouldn't be able to see. So, okay, so his graphics card isn't in device manager, but he still has a picture. Huh. Because typically if it's not in device manager, okay, maybe he has a picture, but it's a lower resolution, right? So it's not the actual full resolution, because that's what would happen in this situation, right? Because if it's not in device manager, it's not even showing, then I'm surprised it even shows a picture. So the fact that he even knows that it's in device manager means that it's showing a picture. So also be sure to update, well, unless of course he switched it to integrated graphics, but I feel like if that was the case, he would have said it in the notes. Also be sure to update your BIOS just in case that is the problem. We'll just go with that. And then, you know, cause that's like 4 different things he can try, and then just see what he says on that. But yeah, that's, what did he say? Did you go to the manufacturer's website and download drivers? Okay. So we'll go with this here, and let's see what he says and kind of go from there. So Disciple 144, keep us posted, bro. What time is it? Time 8:38. Not too bad. Not too bad. Not too bad. We're going to, yeah, we should be able to finish all the way to group 6, and then we will stop and we will pick back up on Monday. I may do a stream on Friday or Saturday, depending on what's going on with Diablo 4, but be on the lookout for that. I'm not sure if I want to do it on Friday because the whole birthday thing, but I may do it on Saturday. And plus I already released a video for it, so I think we should be good. Group 5, Hulkster. Hulkster, that's what it was. I think I called it Hulk straight because I read the 8, but Hulkster sounds better, so we'll go with that. Hulk straight, I mean, sure, but Hulkster is better. Hulkster says, at least 2 Xbox 360 games missing from owned games. I remember this. So he was talking about he was missing 2 games, Lego Star Wars and Monkey Island 2. And he said that he paid for them, but he paid for them. However, they recently moved to, I'm not sure if it's recent, but they moved to the free feature, so the Game Pass feature. So because of that, now it's not showing that he has it. So we were originally asking him if it's possible that his Game Pass may have lapsed or his gold may have lapsed, right? Because we're the same situation we were in a second ago. We don't know how that whole gold Game Pass situation is going right now. So we were like, okay, is it possible your membership lapsed in the time since you downloaded the games? What happens if you reboot the console? Does it then work? Xbox 360 games are supposed to be yours to keep. That's the weird thing. Also, no reboot, it didn't help. Well, there's nothing you can do if it actually just shows that you didn't purchase it. Well, if you go to your account online, it will show all the games you purchased and when. All you would need to do is open a ticket with Microsoft. Oh, did I spell that right? I feel like I did. Microsoft to retrieve. What? Is that even a word? Oh my Lord. Retrieve. Oh, y'all can't even see it. I'm sorry. I was doing this, okay? I did that, and then I looked at it, and then I just my mind just gave up on life, I guess is what happened, because I don't know where that came from. I'm sorry. I'm switching inputs to keep it interesting. So because of that, okay, one, I'm replacing this camera in a second, but I was switching to keep it interesting and I forgot that y'all couldn't even see that. All you would need to do is open a ticket with Microsoft to retrieve, not with a CH, but a TR, to retrieve the data, to retrieve the missing games. Now, you know, a lot of times, a lot of these console companies have replaced their support with bots. So you may run into a situation where you may not be able to get them. So, you know, or it may take so long that you just kind of get frustrated. So, you know, but at the same time, there's nothing that we can do here ourselves, because if he goes to the store that says that he has to pay, then, you know, there's not a whole lot that we can do here. You know, it may be under a different account and all that kind of stuff, but now we're getting into real Microsoft things. So at that point in time, he should just contact Microsoft. So we have to, at some point, you got to know when to bow out. And this is a good time to bow out, because there's nothing more we can do because we don't run his account. Okay, Hoaxster 8. We'll go Hoaxster 8. I've changed your name 4 times in this entire conversation. Hoaxster, hope that helps, bro. Alrighty, Cosmic Owl. I like the name, nice name. Cosmic Owl writes, media captures and factory reset. Can I upload media captures to the cloud on my PS5, or would I need a USB stick? No, you can upload it. I'm going to factory reset my PS5 tomorrow afternoon because my captures won't upload to the app or Twitter. And I've been having this issue for months, despite having tried other methods that have worked before. Okay, so his problem is that he's unable to upload his media captures or his media files to Twitter or whatever other application. Excuse me, I'm guessing YouTube. Okay. PS5. I was wondering when we were going to get a PS5 issue. We've gone this entire day. We've been answering nothing but Xbox questions. Oh, well, I guess we have some Mac questions in there. PS5, wake up. There you go. There you go. Were you sleeping? There we go. Get up, boy. All right. Can I upload my media captures to the cloud on my PS5, or would I need a USB stick? Okay. I don't know about this whole USB stick that he's talking about, but my controller's almost dead, so let's hurry up and get to it. So, system? No, not system. Save data. Cloud storage. Copy your saved data. Game status. No. Captures and broadcasts. Shortcuts for create a button, video clip format, auto upload, automatically upload your manually created screenshots and video clips to PlayStation app. When your PS5 is connected to the internet, they'll be available 14 days after you recreate them. All right, so he's saying that it won't upload to the app or to Twitter. So it's not even uploading to the PlayStation app. So that usually means network connectivity, but he's going to go for a hard reset on that. That's a bit much. Video quality, audio overlays, and chat to speech. So yeah, no, it's just straight up uploads. And also, if we click the button here, broadcast, share screen, capture options, JPEG, include your videos, mic, party audio, share screen, broadcast. You know what? Broadcast, what's it gonna do? To start broadcasting, start playing a game first and then try. Do something first. What do you think this is? Okay, let's do Ghost of Tsushima, whatever. So let's just do this real quick test here. We're not playing the game. We're just helping people. I promise I'm not I haven't actually had a chance to play Ghost of Tsushima. I bought it, but I hadn't had a chance to actually play it yet. All right, broadcast. Have I satisfied you? What are you doing? Okay, you can share blah, blah, blah. Content you share on broadcast might include personal information of yours or other players. I'm okay with that. Okay, so Twitch or YouTube. What was he talking about when he said Twitter? He said app or Twitter. Is he trying to, okay, maybe he downloaded it and he moved it to a thumb drive and he's trying to upload to Twitter. But yeah, but you only have the option of Twitch or YouTube here. So, okay, let's go ahead and go back. My captures won't upload to the app or Twitter. Twitter? Maybe Twitter? Twitter? I only saw, okay, now it could just be me because obviously we have all this, right? So we don't necessarily need to stream from the PS5, but we only saw Twitch and YouTube. So we could be wrong, but I didn't see a Twitter. I only saw Twitch or YouTube. I only saw Twitch or YouTube. But typically, if you are having issues loading captures to the PS5 app, then you may have a network connectivity issue. Is your PS5 plugged in directly to your router? Have you tried to reboot the router to see if that resolves the issue? All right, so we'll go with that, right? Here, let me turn off all that stuff so we can get out of there. Oh, that scared me. A black screw on a black desk went rolling. It scared the crap out of me. Oh man, my heart jumped. I was like, what is, oh, it's a screw. It's a screw. It's a screw. We're okay. We're okay. I'm surviving. I'm okay. All right. So we already answered. Okay, cool. So Twitter, I only saw Twitch or YouTube, but typically if you're having issues loading captures to the PS5 app, then you may have a network connectivity issue. Is your PS5 plugged in directly to your router? Have you tried to reboot the router to see if that resolves the issue? But yeah, you know, I'm not sure about the whole Twitter part of it, but the app, the PlayStation 5 app, it should be able to upload there. So if it's not able to, then it typically means that you may have a network connectivity issue or an issue with your account. So I get why he's trying to go for the factory reset, but let's try something else first. Let's go ahead and try to look at the router. Let's go ahead and try to hook up wired and see if that resolves the issue and then go from there. Okay, Cosmic Al, I hope that helps, bro. Comfortable C. Comfortable C. Okay, cool. Kinda low battery. What's kinda low? It's like half full or half empty. Which way are you looking at it? What's your perspective on life? Currently it's half full, but I've had times where it's been half empty. So what do you want to know? In my 20s, it's half empty. 30s, half full. I have a new Kindle that won't charge. It has the image of a dead battery and says low battery. Okay, Kindles. I remember those. It has the image of a dead battery and says low battery. Your Kindle needs to charge before use. It's been plugged in for weeks, hardly used. I don't know what to do. We've tried different chargers and different outlets. It won't restart. Nothing is working. Please help. Sounds like the battery died. Sounds like the battery is faulty and or dying. But quick question. Is it still on? Because you said it was plugged in for weeks. If that were the case, and the battery was faulty, then it would be dead. It would be dead by now. So, question. When you unplug the Kindle, how do I want to say this? When you unplug the Kindle, does it show a picture or does it immediately turn off? Okay, this is what we're trying to prove. It's a possibility that their issue may be software. Okay, maybe it's showing that, you know, its battery is dead, even though it's not. And that's because maybe the motherboard has lost the ability to trace the connectivity of the battery or the power flow of the battery. So it's not able to see it anymore. So it's just assuming that it's like disconnected or it's not full, even though it's fully charging. She said it's been plugged in for weeks, hardly used. I don't know what to do. If we tried different charger and plug outlets, it won't restart. She said restart, which means it's on. Nobody says restart if the device is off. So if it's on and she said it won't restart, that means she actually has a picture. So she may have an issue with her screen and just doesn't realize it and thinks that it may be battery. So it could be battery, yes, but it could also be screen and it could also be software. So it's a couple different things going on there, but do any of them look good? Absolutely not. But there's a few things there, you know, but because she said restart, that means that it's not off. So I don't really think that the battery is dead here. I just think that maybe you have a screen issue or you have a software issue. Okay. She was talking. I have a new Kindle that won't charge. Contact Amazon Kindle support for a replacement. Yeah. Okay. Humble Strength. I uninstalled Deep Rock Galactic and can't install it or anything else. I remember this. So yeah, he tried to uninstall it and then it had a problem. Okay, so I bought a new supporter pack of Deep Rock Galactic, but I didn't receive it. So I uninstalled it to reinstall to see if it fixes the bug. But now I can't install it or anything else. I have tried soft factory reset, clear local saved games, and holding the Xbox button for 13 seconds, then unplugged it and still won't install anything. Anything? Does it give an error when it tries to install? What does it actually say? Is it installed on an external drive? If so, move it to the main drive to see if it makes a difference. No error message. Also, it is not on an external drive. Okay. Okay, well, can you install games like Fortnite? Does it allow you to? And the only, well, here. We'll just say it like that. Does it allow, well, can you install games like Fortnite? Is this Xbox or PlayStation that we're working on this? This is Xbox, okay. Well, can you install games like Fortnite? What happens if you, what did he say? And holding the Xbox button for 13 seconds, then unplug it, it still won't install anything. Clear local save. I tried a soft factory reset. Well, okay, well, can you install games like Fortnite? What error does it give you? Does it give you when you try to install a game that's different? I'm gonna explain while I'm laughing. That's different from Deep Rock Galactic. Deep Rock Galactic. When you try to install a game that's different from Deep Rock Galactic. Also, if your answer is no error, no error, then you may need to do a hard wipe of the hard drive to see if that resolves the issue. Because if he says no error again, then it means his drive is corrupted. There's nothing else you can do on that one, right? Because it's like, okay, well, you can't download, you can't install. And if you can't download and you can't install anything, can you play? Can you play games? If you can play games, then maybe you can delete something, you know, maybe your drive is full. You can go that route. But he said he already wiped it. He said he cleared local save games. So he's already wiped it. So it's probably not full. So it may just be corrupted. Yeah, so we'll go with that and just see what he says, because it can be a couple of different branches off of that, and we don't want to go too far down the rabbit hole. That's what my boss used to say. Like whenever we started troubleshooting networking, he would stop me because I'll go into something else. Like, for example, whenever you start working in like networking or IT, it's very, very easy to go into virtualization, right? So you start talking about networks, and then you start talking about switches, and then you start talking about virtual switches, and then you start talking about ESXi and ESXi hosts, and he's like, whoa, come back, come back. You're going too deep down the rabbit hole. There's like a black hole there. You don't want to go that way, because you become a totally different person if you go that way. Now you're a virtualization expert instead of like networking. So he used to always stop me every time I started going to different locations. Like I'll go off on a tangent, or it can be a video game, it can be anything, and he'll try to reel me back in. So yeah, fun times. All right, final group here. All right, group 6. Video game doesn't start as it won't use the right graphics card. Alrighty. Doom Eternal over Steam on PC gives me this error. Cannot enumerate graphics devices. That's not good. Is this new? It is not. Okay, well, I'll just read a little bit of it so we can get an idea of what he's talking about. Cannot enumerate graphics devices. I played Doom Eternal on this PC before over the Bethesda launcher. There were no issues. Here are my specs. 4800H. Yeah, we talked about that. He has 1660 Ti. I assume you mean for the NVIDIA control panel, then actually removing cores on the CPU. Do you have this issue in other games? I'm not actually removing the cores. Instead, I want to disable the CPU via the device manager. What? I have this issue with no other games. Yeah, don't do that. Wait, what? What are you trying to do, bro? Using NVIDIA control panel to force Doom to use high performance NVIDIA processor instead of the integrated graphics. I assume that Doom wants to use the CPU instead of the GPU, so I tried the following. Why would you assume that? What? So typically the CPU graphics gets disabled if an integrated graphics is detected. Ryzen does this. Can I show you? No. Only the 7900 series have this, well, have that feature. And the 7950X is the one I'm using now, and the 7900X, I haven't actually created a build on it yet. So that will be coming in a later video, but yeah, I can't show it to you, but it will actually disable the actual internal graphics. So typically the CPU graphics gets disabled if an internal graphics is detected, or PhysX, right? So that's not counting PhysX, right? Because PhysX, you can choose between CPU or GPU. Detected, if it integrated. On the NVIDIA control panel for PhysX, do you have it set to the GPU? If so, if you have it set to the GPU, I can show y'all this. Windows 11. Windows 11. NVIDIA. So what we're talking about is in the NVIDIA control panel, configure PhysX. Okay, so basically it's auto-selected, but you can switch it between the actual, like for example, in this particular lab build, we have the 3090 versus a CPU, right? So you can choose the 3090 and hit apply. So that's what I'm referring to. But he was talking about going to straight up device manager and removing the cores from the CPU. Like, I've never tried that before. I don't know anybody who would have done that. Like, what does he mean? Like, for example, mine just shows this. It doesn't, maybe, yeah, I'm not exactly sure what he's talking about, but that's not what you would do. If you want to remove cores from a CPU, you do it in BIOS. But either way, it's still not going to be a solve for his issue. Because he's playing Doom Eternal with a 1660 Ti and a Ryzen 7 4800H. In all aspects, that is okay. So video game doesn't start as it won't use the right graphics card. Yeah. On the NVIDIA control panel for PhysX, do you have it set to the GPU? Also, since we're talking about integrated graphics, since that gigantic mouse cursor is in my way, but I needed to see, since we are on the subject of internal graphics, what happens if you remove the GPU? Does the game start? Reply. Yeah, so basically go ahead and try to remove the GPU to see if the actual game would start. That'll at least point us in the right direction, so we at least know we're having a problem with the graphics card. But yeah, the graphics card, the actual graphics capabilities of the card typically get disabled. This is why whenever you turn on a computer and it sees the graphics card, you can't then use the display port and the HDMI port that's on the motherboard, because it gets disabled because you're using the internal graphics. Most of the time. I don't know about some rare, oh, I got this ThinkPad X1 tablet with a 3060 Ti mobile, and it doesn't do that. It keeps both, and I can switch between them. And I'm not talking about that. We're talking about in most situations. So this is for the Pasiris 610. Pasiris 610 says, saying goodbye to my gaming PC. Aw, I sold my gaming PC today once my twins got a bit older. I was able to get it put together over a few years' time and enjoy it. It went through a fit of iterations and came out pretty clean, I'd say in the end. I hope the new owner enjoys it as much as I did. My family and I have decided we are going to downsize over the next few years and live out of an RV. Now that we have a goal, I decided I might as well start downsizing now. Specs were Ryzen 7 2700 with a Corsair H100i, a Strix B450 DDR4 memory, and some drives, as well as an RTX 2070. Forgot to add, I won't be leaving PC gaming. I plan to order a Steam Deck soon for gaming, and I'll keep my business laptop for work and stuff. I can't get the song of Boyz II Men out my head. It's so hard to say goodbye to my game and be healed. I get it, bro. But you know, I would use them both. Maybe he doesn't know that. So for those of you at home, so Steam Deck has a lot of different features. And one of them is the fact that you can use your graphics from your PC in order to play games. So what you would do instead of using the Steam Deck's graphics, which are par, we'll call them par for the course. They are par. They're not subpar. They're par, okay? I would call the Switch subpar, okay? The Steam Deck is par, okay? There are better, but it is par. It's not birdie, it's par. So Steam Deck is par. His graphics is better than the Steam Deck. If he had space in his RV, I'd keep that guy and let them connect over local connectivity, like local LAN, and then be able to actually play your games through your Steam Deck with, what's that application? Hold on, my Steam Deck is right over here. Let me turn it on. There is an application on the Steam Deck that is really, really sweet. Oh, Moonlight. Moonlight. It's called Moonlight. I think about it as soon as I actually pull out the Steam Deck, switch to desktop. So I can't actually do it because, well, I can, but it's connected to this guy, my computer, this computer that we're currently using. So I'm not exactly sure what it's gonna break, but yeah. So essentially Moonlight, what happened? Okay, well, in any event, it's this. All right, so Moonlight is an application that allows you to connect to your actual desktop PC. And when you connect to your desktop PC, you can actually play games through your Steam Deck for your desktop PC. So you use your desktop PC's graphics. And so for games that have problems running on Steam, like Lost Ark, or any games that have security settings like Destiny, you can run them on your PC and be able to play them on your Steam Deck. It has way more features than he gives it credit for. And that's what's so cool about this guy. This guy not only can run games on the Steam Deck, it can run games as an emulator off of your graphics card on your desktop. And not too many people know it has that feature. So I don't think he knows that. And he may want to get his money back, because that will probably be the better option for him, because then he'll be able to play with the exact same of quality fidelity, even though it's on a 720p screen. And on top of that, this guy's battery life will get extended tremendously because of it. Okay, we got to tell him. We got to tell him. So that's why you use Moonlight instead of using the actual Steam store. All right, let me move this back over here, and let's tell our homie here so that he knows, and just be like, whoa, wait, wait. Wait. So I don't think you are giving the Steam Deck enough credit. Here is the thing. Yes, you can game on the Steam Deck, but that's not its only party trick. You can download the application. Ooh. I'm gonna make a video about this eventually, one of these days. It's on my list of videos to make. Moonlight, and this will allow you to remote into your desktop and play games on the Steam Deck, but use the GPU and CPU, use the GPU of your desktop. In doing it this way, you extend the battery life, of the Steam Deck, plus you extend the life expectancy of the Steam Deck, plus you get to play with max settings, as the Steam Deck is only 720p. Is there anything else I want to say on that? As the Steam Deck is only 720p. I think if you we're not done. Plus, if you play games like Lost Ark or Destiny, they are not supported on the Steam Deck. Thus, you use Moonlight to run them off your PC. So yeah, this is a horrible idea. Horrible idea, LOL. But just looking out for you, bro. For you, bro. All the best and have fun. Yeah, we gotta look out for our homie here. Yeah, not too many people know that, because I didn't know it either, okay, to be fair. So I didn't know this, right? So this is something that you learn while having a Steam Deck. It's not something that you know before you get a Steam Deck. I didn't even know that was a thing. I had my Steam Deck sitting collecting dust because I didn't really need it. I only had it because of this, or what we do, right? And I wanted to be able to troubleshoot Steam Deck issues in case we got them. But I did not know that it had that feature. As soon as it enabled that feature, I never played games on my PC again. I would go lay on my bed and just play through the Steam Deck and play with maximum settings. And then the battery life goes to like 5 hours. It's crazy. It goes from being like an hour to an hour and a half to like 5 hours because it's not utilizing the GPU anymore. It's great. It is great, 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 great. It's the equivalent of using an eGPU on a laptop and what it does to laptops. You know how laptops, especially the laptops now, the really, really expensive ones, they sound like a jet engine taking off. But if you use an eGPU, it turns off its own GPU and then it runs smooth and quiet and no problems. It's quiet as a church mouse at that point because it's utilizing the eGPU for all the hard stuff. It's the exact same concept. It's just that now it's on the Steam Deck. Wow, I didn't know I was gonna get that. But yeah, we went off on a whole tangent. I probably should turn that into a video because I don't think anyone knows that. Okay, let's go ahead and go to the next one here. All right, we got 3 more and we're done. I have to reconnect my PS5 to my Wi-Fi every time I turn it on and not rest mode. Okay, let's see here. I turn my PS5 on after being completely powered down and it has to be reconnected to the internet. Any solutions? Reconnected? Reconnect my PS5 to Wi-Fi every time I turn it on in rest mode. Well, okay, well, there's a few things. Well, do you use shutdown? Well, okay, well, no. Well, what happens if you connect your PS5 directly? Does it still have issues with connectivity? Reconnect it. And what do you mean by reconnected? Do you have to get an IP address? Oh, okay. Obviously, you have to get an IP address. You mean by reconnected? Do you have to search for your Wi-Fi name again? I'm trying to figure out what he's saying, right? Can I show this? I should be able to show it. I don't think it goes too far. If we go to like settings and we're talking about network, right? So does he mean that he has to, redo his settings for his network connectivity? Like he has to, like this right here is gone? Or is he talking about that he just has to reconnect to the network because it's showing like an X instead of actually showing your Wi-Fi network? Like which one is it? So it could be a few different reasons. So that's why I say that. Alrighty, so what happens if you connect? Okay, factory reset maybe, yeah, maybe. Okay, Makai, keep us posted. All right, ooh, a rare night off from work and time to game. Hey, I like the build, man. Congratulations, that is a nice looking build. And it's purple too. That's one of my favorite colors. Nice build. Nice build. Digging the purple. It's pretty. Congratulations. You have 2 nights off from work. Rare night off from work, time to game. What does he mean when he says 2 nights off from work? I don't get the joke. Just 1 this week. Oh, okay. I thought he was joking. I didn't know what he meant. Okay, cool. But that is a nice looking build, man. Congratulations. Okay, last case. Let's do it. I spent an hour on live chat trying to get a refund for a pre-order game I bought that never downloaded, only to get disconnected and not able to figure out my issue with it, only to repurchase it so I can play it again and wait for tomorrow to call some only for it to continue to tell me to purchase it. It's honestly getting on my nerves and I have no idea how to fix it. I'm going to call tomorrow to get one of them refunded, but does anyone know how I can fix the issue? Well, it actually sounds like none of them hit your bank. None of them hit your bank. None of them got approved. And thus, the charges will most likely fall off. I would buy the game from the PlayStation website instead and just download it when you get done. When you just download it on the console. So yeah, you can buy games directly from the store, the website, and then just download them because it'll be in your library. So yeah, that's what you would do for that. Okay, well, that's the end. Friendly director, I hope it helped. Alrighty, I'm so excited. So that's gonna do it for today's episode. Thank you guys so much for watching. We will pick back up on Monday, or maybe Saturday. We'll see what happens. I'm gonna try to enjoy this this weekend off that I have, and try to celebrate getting older. So I hope everybody had a good day, and that's gonna do it. And if you like this video, go ahead and hit the like button. If you really like it, go ahead and subscribe. I love you either way. Take care, all the best, and bye. I will see you on Monday and or Saturday, depending on what happens with Diablo 4. Bye.